Good morning, everybody. This video is brought to you by Weathercast LLP. As of today, the summer season has officially started, but instead of talking about the anomalous temperatures, today we are going to talk about the dynamics of anomalous rainfall that is likely to occur over a few parts of India due to the low pressure that has formed over the East Indian Ocean, and that low pressure is going to move into the Southwest Bay of Bengal by March 3rd. So as you can see, the satellite image shows a well-organized area of convection, which as of yesterday, February 28th, has formed into a low-pressure system. And under the action of an inertial wave pulse as well as high sea surface temperature in this region, this particular low pressure system is going to intensify into a well marked low pressure and may be a borderline depression as it tracks further along the coast of Sri Lanka. So in this video, what we are going to kind of decode is the dynamics of the system and what is the expected trajectory and which are the possible points of impact by this system. So we would like to say that the system itself is not very unseasonal because the low pressure systems are expected to form in the East Indian Ocean, especially near the equator. What is unique about this system is the track. Okay. So this particular chart has been prepared by us, and this is based on the interpretation that we get from various weather models and also putting our own efforts to decode the dynamics. The weather models that we have used, the outputs from the weather models that we have used include the IMD GFS, ECMWF as well as GFS. So we will try to explain in this figure what is expected as the system moves west and northwestwards. So this is the area of convection or the low pressure system that is existing as of yesterday, and as of today it is still very close to the equatorial region. However, it is likely to track northwest towards the coast of Sri Lanka. And interestingly, what is going to happen is this particular system is getting its energy from an inertial wave pulse. So according to our analysis, this is not a typical Rossby wave, equatorial Rossby wave pulse. This is more of a combination of Rossby wave as well as inertiogravity wave pulse. So because the reason we are saying that is because an equatorial Rossby wave will not have this specific feature where it feeds energy both into the northern hemispherical system as well as the southern hemispherical system. This particular feature of energy going into a system in the north and the south is known as a mixed Rossby wave signal, which is a combination of an equatorial Rossby wave and an inertiogravity wave. So even though the equatorial Rossby wave may not be sending energy as it weakens because of the system that is present in the southern hemisphere, there is a cyclone which is in the open ocean in the southern ocean. However, the inertiogravity wave aspect would still feed some energy, and that is what is likely going to help in the intensification to a well-marked low. And of course, the sea surface temperature will also aid. Now talking about the track, so the system intensification is well understood. The track is little tricky because of the presence of MJO in phase 4. So there is an upper level ridge, high pressure zone basically, which is not going to allow the system to track much northwards. And this is where a little bit of trick lies, in the sense that if this particular system became a cyclone, which is not very likely, it is not going to become a cyclone, but if it were to become a cyclone, then it would have actually moved closer to the ridge. Since this system is only going to be a well-marked low pressure system, that's why it is going to track more westward compared to a northward push, because the ridge is going to push it away, because this system is not so strong to move along the ridge. Okay, and that is probably why we feel that this particular system will move towards the coast of Sri Lanka and of course towards the closer to the Pondicherry Delta region, and provide rains to this box which is marked in the red. So the highest impact is going to be felt on the eastern parts of Sri Lanka, northeastern parts, if you want to be very specific, and the delta regions, Pondicherry to delta region, with a peripheral view towards Chennai, because if the system slightly track a little northwards, then there is a possibility of heavy rains over Chennai as well. But as of now, it looks like the Pondicherry delta region is going to see the heavy to very heavy rains. And in the green box, we will see mostly moderate to heavy rains. So still the impact is going to be quite high. But this red box is where we feel, as per our analysis, that the impact is going to be maximum. By March 3rd, this particular system is going to be very close to the Sri Lankan coast. As you can see, we have marked it by this pin, yellow color pin right here. Now, lastly, before we end this video, we would like to say that since the western disturbance wave is westerly trough, is much above, is at a very high latitude, this particular system may not get influenced by this, so it is very likely to move towards the coast and then also towards the Tamil Nadu coast and dump a lot of rain over land is what we feel. Okay. So these unseasonal rains are of course not good for crops. So it is our advice to take care of the crops as we move into March 3rd. The impact would be felt till March 5th. As the system moves, as you can see, these rain bands will slowly push in. So the southeastern parts of the rain bands will push first, and then followed by the western parts of the southwestern parts of the west band will rain bands will push in, followed by the eastern parts of the bands. So starting 3rd of March, some effect will be seen, and then the maximum effect would be probably on March 4th, evening onwards till March 5th, early morning or late afternoon. Okay, so this is our analysis, and if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. And we would like to mention that if you need more information about our startup, then you can visit weathercast.in, where we have more information, and we'll be back with more such videos later. All right, take care, stay safe, have a good day, bye.